Here we are in the Accies ticket office with the application forms for close to 300 new season book holders. These books have now been issued. This leaves us with 700 more to get in the hands of the next generation of Accies supporters. They'll be given away totally free to all those under the age of 18. So let's not look back, instead let's focus on saying yesterday's history and tomorrow is a mystery. On that, let's work together to improve things going forward. This year is going to be very difficult. We face a really hard division and a very difficult financial climate. It will be the hardest year we've faced to date, of that I'm certain. However, in the face of this challenge, I will be putting my faith and trust in our football chairman, Alan Maitland and Les Gray. These guys have put together a football board of their own choosing to drive the club forward. My role will be to lead a strengthened commercial board, attempting to attract as much new funding as humanly possible to finance our senior team and elite youth academy. This is a tried and tested method. It means the football board will manage and handle 100% of all the football decisions. This will include signings, contracts, press, football business and linking with the supporters. While off the park, I'll be dealing with the commercial side 100% and all and every non-football activity, and be totally committed to fundraising, budget control, financial administration and stadium management. The reality, as I see it, is that owners, directors, staff and players come and go. They fulfil their careers. You all know the examples of the players who have moved on for this club to achieve magnificent things in both the football side and obviously the management side. You see Alec here behind us and how successful he's been. However, it's you, the supporter, that remains. Win, lose or draw, that may be in the shock victories over at Old Firm or the humiliating defeats. Some feel like tearing up their season book in frustration. This frustration sometimes, which is shared by staff, directors, on occasions the board may vent their frustration to playing staff or coaches, just like fans will do so to board members. We all will or might occasionally vent at frustrations at the referee or linesmen, but what this is the world we have chosen to be part of. This is the football world. As for me, the work continues to raise the money that allows us to do it all again next season and the season after. And at Hamilton, this money is raised in a lot of different ways. Season ticket sales, gate money, transfer fees, SPFL and SFA contributions play a huge role in that. However, much more than this money is needed, so much more. This money is gained through sponsorship, donations, community events, function events or open days, and these will include dinosaur fun days, firework nights and any other event that we can magic up to raise funds for this club, because we're always thinking, how can we dig up some more money? Finance is essential to the survival of any club, and having so many strings to our bow allows us to build a team on the pitch. This podcast is designed to provide an insight into what makes Hamilton Academical Football Club so much more than a football club. It will provide an insight into the model which has produced 10 years of Premiership football, 7 of them being consecutive, and allowed our elite youth academy to grow. While success has been achieved on the pitch, our charity work and local community efforts have achieved success off it. Many of our fantastic sponsors, they support us every year, and because of our social conscience that we've developed here, particularly in the field of addiction, which is pretty well renowned across the country, the work we're doing. We begin our journey at the club's Safari Walk, a favourite educational area for several local schools and playgroups. All signage was donated by Alec McGrath, the owner of Pro Signs and a personal friend. This grill was bought at the charity auction. The funds raised went to support Save the Children and the magnificent work that they do. This is the Laurel and Hardy figures up here. They've been with me for about 30 years. I think I've got a picture somewhere of me in an old shop years and years ago, so that's how old they are. But they're quite some of the older people quite enjoy seeing them up here. Then of course we've got the Polar Express here, which is at Christmas there. This is a big favourite with all the kids, so it was down when the inside the domes when we had Santa. So this is another favourite area for the younger kids and the charities that come around and get around the grounds at different times.
Our brand new fully kitted out gymnasium was previously a police station in Johnson. I think they're still looking for it though. We lifted it during lockdown. But in reality, and on the serious side, it's used for the first team as well as the academy as well. I'm sure we'll see the benefits for years to come.
Here we've got the Hamilton District Men's Shed. This is absolutely amazing. They're here Tuesdays and Thursdays, and they sneak in other days as well. And it's an episode of Last of the Summer Wine. They're real great characters. They attend almost every non-football event, and they can be seen at most matches as well. And they're a remarkable bunch of men. And you know, I'll be joining them soon. I'm at that age. This is us now in the Alec Neil, or the Cruyff Court in actual fact. This was the postcode lottery that helped us fund this together with the senior football club, and it's the community that gets the use of this, and this is well used, particularly at the weekends. And I think each and every academy age group has had a go in this at some point or other, so it's been a magnificent asset to the club since we got it here. We're now at the Serenity Wall, where you see we'll need to change this now that Dunfermline's got city status, but we've got Dundee, Stirling, Inverness, Edinburgh, Glasgow of course, and Aberdeen, and this is a favourite area. There's the Ben Nevis shot that you see down there. Some of the families enjoy getting their picture. Sometimes one of them said that's the nearest I'll ever get to Ben Nevis because they've not had a holiday for a wee while. But it's a really good place. On the left hand side, out a shot, you see we've got different currencies, Scottish icons, cars and vehicles, and different educational stuff for the kids in the schools that come here and enjoy it.
Welcome to the Scotch Whisky Auction Suite. Tam Gardner, a good sponsor and supporter of our youth academy, does a lot of great stuff regarding our youth academy, and long may that continue. Cheers, Tam.
I'm not sure if the sunlight will let you see it, but that's a picture of Dr. Bob and Bill W., the founder members of Alcoholics Anonymous. That's well worth googling back there on Mother's Day 1935 for USAA punters that's watching it. And of course this is the Serenity Garden where people come over there where we sang. We see even some brings a flask, a wee cup of tea just to chill out. So if you like, it's either the Serenity Garden, but I think the modern day is a chill out place. So anytime you're in the area, come and chill out.
This is the active access box that Sheriff Zingler sponsors and sponsored for a number of years to help support the club. He's also a director of the football club and works very closely with our pre-academy kids and helping bring kids through our academy.
And this is us down beside some of the directors, dinosaurs. I think some of us directors will end up in here with them before very long. But this again is a very popular area with the charities, and the events are very good fundraisers for the Elite Youth Academy. So hopefully the dinosaurs will be with us for many, many years to come. I'm now in the sensory cabin, and see, to understand this fully, you'd really need to speak to the parents that access it. This was partly funded by the big lottery, who have been amazing on with the charities. But to actually really fully understand it, when you see the kids and the young ones in here, probably the camera doesn't scan the whole bit, but there's wee pits there and multi-balls and all the feely touchy and the buttons, and it changes all the lights, and the kids just seem to really love it. Sometimes it's their wee special place. So this is the sensory cabin. And this is the new amusement arcade, all coinless, where the kids can come and enjoy some free play. Hopefully the grandparents or the supporters will bring along the kids to match days, and we'll make the place a wee bit busier. Maybe introduce the kids to Hamilton Accies when they're that wee bit younger. And sometimes an hour and a half before a match is a wee bit too much time for a kiddie to sit about, so they can come here and have a bit of fun. And it's not just for the kids. This is one of my favourite rooms. This is the cinema room. Some of the kids have their birthday parties here, watching the various movies. It also doubles for the match analysis room, where the players come up with the coaches and they go over all different age groups. Even the youth academy come up and use it, and at times we have mindfulness classes and different things. So it's a multi-purpose room, and it's well utilised. This is 2014-2015. We see a young George Cairns and young Victoria, Alec Neil, Canzo, Michael McGowan, We have Dougie Emery as usual hiding on the corner. Frank McAvoy, wee Danny the Kitman. Funny enough, inside there as well, there's 12 college graduates in that. That's 2014, 2015, and there's 12 that come through our academy. An amazing achievement. And of course, if you're mentioning graduates for the academy, you need to mention the two Jameses, James MacArthur, James McCarthy. That's them holding the FA Cup when they were both with Wigan back in 2013, I'm sure. Amazing, and amazing careers these young men have had. And of course, there's the function suite. I think the technical team's going to stick a couple of pictures of how it looks dressed, but this can seat a couple of hundred. We're doing christenings, funerals, party nights, events and different things like that. We've got the bar for pre-match day, and obviously there's the corporate boxes up the stairs as well. And finally, most important, we have the 105 metre by 68 metre FIFA quality pro all-weather synthetic pitch with underground sprinkler system, shock pads. We recently installed new LED floodlights. These are used regularly for the first team, the Elite Youth Academy, the women's, most days of the week and many evenings. And to finish, the social conscience, the magnificent sponsors, the fantastic board and wonderful supporters that have made the last 20 years possible. As next season looms closer, let's get behind the club, the board, the team and the badge.